Well, this is a video that's really sad to make, but it looks like it's too late, guys. Like the 30% of you guys are not smashed, leave the crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so we can get to 103,000. We're about 200 away as of making this video. First of all, this is like I said, this is a really sad video to make here because this is what happens when all of these Yugi boomers out here don't listen to good old economics channels and take things. And we've been talking about Aluber going up in price for so long, and now the giant crushing blow has begun. I've actually been watching these. These are selling. Some of these are at 120, 115, 114 here. You have these other $120 variants out here for this. People are going through the unverifieds down here, and they are buying these out. See, you jump up to 105, 106 here, and then you hit 110. The lowest verified as of making this video is $122, ladies and gentlemen. That sucks. Honestly, I do want to do a Ghost from the Past discussion video talking about how Ghost from the Past needs to reprint some of these more needed cards, because let's be honest here, if you're somebody out here that's been like super excited for the structure deck, you're just now getting punched in the face for this. I hate to be that guy and say, yeah, you missed out on buying these when they were $80. Now you're paying $125. That's too much of a markup. There are people out here that won the lottery buying these when they were $35 a piece. I'm going to clap to you. That's the advantage of being able to see so far down the pipeline at this point in time. And I do not foresee, at this point in time, a good window for you to be able to pick these up. Unless it gets a reprint and Ghost from the Past too, you better frickin' hope your fingers are crossed here for the potential for an Aluber reprint in there. Because if not, you're going to go in to one of the dumbest, craziest, most expensive formats that you have ever had the chance to experience in Yu-Gi-Oh history, ladies and gentlemen. So, is it too late to pick up Alubers? Oh, it's getting bad. There are a few people out here that look at Aluber right now and they're like, I don't think this deck's going to make a splash. And I'm like, you about to literally be wearing clown makeup. This deck, when it integrates into the current form of Based, is going to be one of the most disgusting things that you've seen in a very long time. Continuing on with Branded here. Now, there's some other bits and pieces here. I believe Albion gets the reprint in the structure deck, but if you're somebody out here that enjoys the higher rarity, per se, you're already at $18 for Albions. Now, I'm not a super big fan of this either. You can already see that we're dipping on up here, but when your price points for this much more, that's so bad. Branded openings, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's still about $4. There's been not much of a real trade-off on these, and I am glad to see that the underlining support is at least not gone terminal yet. Branded and reds are at least $2 here. You don't really get anything else too crazy down here in the rest of the brand department. Heck, these are pennies. That's hilarious. But as you can see here, yeah, your value with these is pushing up. Masquerade, the Blazing Dragon. These have recently saw their shoot up. Guess what? It says a Despia monster plus a lighter dark monster. Wow. You know what your deck actually plays? It plays Tragedy, bro. Huh. Cool. Well, that's Despia monster. That means I can actually make Masquerade and start burning my opponent. I love the fact when your opponent's at 500 life points and they can't play the game. Yeah, that's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. It actually comes up. But yes, as I'm making this video, for whatever reason, Masquerades have officially tipped on over that tipping point, and you're just like, it only gets worse. What if you want to play some Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer in the deck, bro? I'm saying bro a lot this video. Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, if this is one of the things you've wanted to pick up, I see that we've had a very nice upward tipping point here. These are still, man, once again, you're going to want to take the risk for those unverified, I guess, here. Yeah, DPE still over $100, ladies and gentlemen. And this is, you know what? There's no guarantee that this will survive a ban list. You know, April is rolling around the corner here. Konami can go, hey guys, hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? Surprise ban list. You know, right as we start going into branded season here, they have the potential to cut this stuff off so that we don't have to deal with this. With that being said, though, if you're somebody out here that wants to build branded, you're like, well, Double Fusion Destiny is worth the risk to me, then risk it for the biscuit. All right, that's, at least as of making this video, well, DBs are semi-affordable. Man, you just think about it. So it's like, oh man, it's great. Like, I got to pick up 3 branded structure decks. And then you're like, oh boy, 3 Alubers. And you're like, oh, that's like $360. And then you're like, oh, DPE. Oh, it's another 100. Like, that's an engine, like $500, just to like include some of the finer stuff. Well, I guess in real fashion here as well, I should have saw this coming, because branded's right around the corner here. Super Poly is going to be a very big thing. This is stupid. Oh my god, I'm actually physically ill by this. This is $200 almost, ladies and gentlemen, just so you can break the boards. Don't you love being able to super poly into your own stuff? It's so cool. 31 listings, 36 listings, 18 listings for the OTS super rares, 77 listings at least for the golds. What I'm getting out of this here, ladies and gentlemen, is copies of this card are moving. I see that even like across the board here, you're looking at minimum $3-4 across the board. Yeah, minimum $3 to $4 per copy of Super Poly. And you've seen how many printings this thing has here. At this point in time, the alties are shooting up. Once again, you're within that 4-week period for branded at this point in time, which means the players are finally starting to shift into gear here and going, ooh, you know, like, maybe I want to pick this stuff up. And while I don't necessarily think that right now is the craziest time to do this, it's just literally a game of, you played cat and mouse and you lost. Mud Dragons. Well, of course, considering the fact that, you know, Super Poly is one of the best inclusion cards in the deck, whether or not you choose to play it in the main or side deck here. Mud Dragons, at least these are $1.50, depending on where you want to buy them from. The rare does exist down here, literally 204 versus 214 listings. You have plenty of accessible points to pick these up, ladies and gentlemen. Mud Dragon shouldn't hurt your wallet. Now this one was very interesting to me. Ultra Dragostopelias have finally bumped up. I was kind of wondering when this guy was gonna do something here, but it looks like you got, the card's about to be $2, ladies and gentlemen. Do not underestimate that, because this card has been 25-50 cents for the longest time. You're like, oh, Robbie, that's just penny stonk, right? You're just hyping it up. No, it's literally a freaking amazing Super Poly target for the Albaz mirror. All right, you have to realize, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at like this sort of video, you have to both be prepared on how to handle the matchup and how to, you know, play the deck. So when you see things like this starting to rise up in price, yeah, it's little things. I almost wonder if this card could hit that $3 to $4 mark at some point in its life. I'm honestly surprised it hasn't at this point. This is also the consequences of the market right now. People are really worried about stuff. People are starting to focus more on specific extra deck banishing mechanics here. And I'm not really surprised about this one, but $15, $20, $24. Yeah, first edition Ghost Reapers, ladies and gentlemen, have kind of plateaued at this point. I thought that these wouldn't go up anymore, honestly, but they're coming out of that steady dip and they're going, boop, up we go. I mean, once again, if you can, it's like, what, back when Sky Striker was around? If you're one of those players that, you know, could hit the Kagari out of the opponent's extra deck, your opponent would just be like, oh, you know, like, what am I supposed to do? So if you're one of those players that really strive for that value, then this is going to be something you want to focus on. And for the rest of this video, I just wanted to focus in on and talk about the Brave Engine. If this is something you choose to play right now, $171 for these. On unverified. We have 172 for verified. Okay, so for the CRs, that's still doing good. And then rights are still doing the thing. So if you're looking at playing branded here in the near future, if this is something you want the nicer rarities for, all right, $60 some versus rights finally surpassed water enchanters. Yeah, water enchanters are $50. So looking at how things are going right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is it's pretty too darn late, I think, at this point in time to really pick up some of these more niche things. So yeah, Aluber, it's expensive. Guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.